So now we're going to pivot to talking about any advice that you may have to share with anybody else who may be trying to be you and get involved with research. What do you think are some of your biggest assets in getting involved in these programs? What's made you competitive?
I think the way that I went about things was very weird in that I tried a lot of things for the first time. I think there are a lot of organizations that are happy to have you try things for the first time. I also think the fact that I have tried a lot of things for the first time but done it on the same theme has shown that I am very interested on this topic, and I want to get as involved as I can in like every aspect of it. There's multiple ways to demonstrate your interest, but I would say focus on the thing that you're most interested about and really dedicate time to it, as opposed to like being in 5 clubs, or as opposed to trying to go out on your own without reaching out for help, right?
So I'm coming to you.
Yeah.
I'm saying, Ben, please help me. There's this really awesome research position I want. I've never done research before. How do I get involved? What are you going to advise me?
I would say, how do you know the person who's running? Like, have you heard about them through me, or have you met the person in class? There's different ways to reach out, and if you already have a personal connection with the person who's running the research, I would say reach out in person, right? Try and put your best foot forward there. It's more strong than calling or giving an email. If you know them through me, let me know and I can put in a good word, right? And then you can follow up on that. But I think it's relatively easy to get involved with research here, honestly. Maybe not as soon as you set foot in the door, but through time, you'll definitely build some relationships, and people are always hiring, especially in agriculture.
Why?
Honestly, because agriculture requires a lot of manual labor, let's be honest. So even if what you're doing is like picking up weeds off the ground, that's what I did this summer. You know, it's research. You talk about all these awesome outcomes, but like at the end of the day, a job's a job, and a lot of it is kind of menial no matter what you do. But yeah, they need field hands. So
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you've approached your research with a fair amount of humility, right? So like you're doing some pretty cool stuff. You're working on these big problems. You're also pulling weeds out of the ground.
Right.
Can you speak to that?
Yeah, I remember being really competitive in high school, and I think a little bit of the reason that I've mellowed out is that the things that I wanted to be, or the people that I wanted to be, I've turned into, and I realized that I haven't really think that I'm any cooler than I used to be. So like I used to be like, oh, I want to be involved with this group, I want to be involved with that group, I want to have this title. And I have a lot of things that I really wanted to be when I was like 16. But yeah, at the end of the day, your research is going to be kind of boring sometimes. There's going to be times where you have to complain to your boss. There's going to be times where things don't work out. So it does sort of keep you grounded in that. Don't like analyze someone just based on the titles they have, because you don't know what they actually do all day.
That's a great point. That's a great point. And I think ag is good for that, the humility. Get your hands in the dirt.
Yep, I have a big farmer's tan still.
Yep.
And there's days that I would come home from work and I'd be like green and brown from head to toe, and I would immediately take a shower. And yeah, that's not any kind of work that like anyone like super cool or fancy does. So there's that.
Or is it, right? Because you're getting
Or is it
co-authorship on a UN paper,
Mhm.
and you've been grinding plants and pulling weeds.
Yep.
They're all in there together.
It's all connected.
It's all connected.